I'm excited to start a new series on Wargame Red Dragon playing through the single-player campaigns. I'm waiting for the WARNO Army General mode to come out, so I wanted to get back into the modern time period, get away from World War I for a little while. While I'm mixing that in, finishing up that series, I'm going to play through these campaigns. I've played through these all before, but it has been a while since I've played Red Dragon, been playing more WARNO just with friends online. Not an expert on this game. I've played through the campaigns, haven't actually beaten all of them, so this could get interesting. Right now we're playing the first campaign, the Busan Pocket, with a fictional Second Korean War in the late 1980s. We are just barely holding on to the southeastern corner of South Korea, and we have some pretty formidable North Korean forces coming at us. In Buchang, we have an infantry battalion, an armored battalion, and an anti-tank convoy. I think that's probably our strongest sector right now. Daegu, we just have an engineer battalion and an infantry regiment. The infantry regiment is down to 2 morale, but has a sizable number of troops. In Yeongdeok, we have just an armored regiment there. So I think that's where I'm going to send my special aviation regiment for now, just so that we have some infantry support. It's tough to tell where they're going to launch any air attacks on us. So trying to judge it where I'm vulnerable, I'm going to send my fighters up to Yeongdeok. For logistics, let's see. Some of these have some cargo built in. And I'll send this one to Daegu, just so I've got something there. And I'll also send my K1s to Daegu, so I have armored support. Let's send this close recon convoy up to Yeongdeok. And that leaves my other 2 planes. I'm just going to spread them out. No real reason for why I'm doing that. Here we have Peace Pheasant 1, which is, I think that's, okay, so just an unguided bomb. And this other strike squadron is Napalm. Then for our army reinforcements we have right now, so if we call in the reserve, we've got anti-air, artillery. Artillery would be very useful. Anti-tank, which looks nice. These helos would be a little vulnerable, but they might be good to help me firefight. So I'm going to call those in right now, move them right up to Daegu. That leaves me with 10 points. So let's just spend that on the napalm and send this over to Yeongdeok. I think I've got the best layout I can right now to hold the line. Let's see what they throw at us. So they're attacking everywhere. And let's start on Daegu. So we've got all this territory to hold, basically on this side of the river. And Buchang is where they're going to be attacking from. Their forces, they have a ton of Buchang Su. I believe that's like their Marines. In VTT 323s, decent APC, really lightly armored. They have some Shilkas, so I'll have to watch out for that. And some ZSUs, which are, they're listed here like an anti-aircraft gun. So I am going to have to watch with my planes. And they have some F5s with napalm. For my planes, these guys are really air-to-ground only, so I'm probably not going to use them much. We'll just have to see how it plays out, try to avoid taking casualties with our aircraft. I've got a pretty lean defense so far. I've got a Stinger team here, and a Stinger team over on the right side. I have a napalm vehicle here, hoping that that can help if they start to get too close. Heavy weapons team, I'm going to put in this sector. K1, regular infantry. I've got some MLRS back here to hopefully hit any heavy landings they do across that river. I got an AH-1S. And on this side, I have just some light infantry, Stinger team, K1, and I'm going to send some infantry into this town. And got to get everyone unloaded before bad things start to happen. I've been playing through WARNO more, so getting used to the hotkeys again, getting used to not being able to give orders before the battle actually begins. And I'm just going to start hitting stuff with my MLRS. Let's get some infantry moving up. How many points are my planes? 90. I want to have one available for when I need it. So as soon as they start to cross here, I'm hoping my K1s can get a good shot. Looks like they are definitely bringing some heavy forces on me. We're going to adjust this fire right here. Yikes, I don't know what to do. Because they have enough anti-air, I'm worried they can knock down anything I bring out. Let's see. Let's get these guys in a building as quickly as possible. There we go. Let's get that out of there. We're doing damage with the MLRS, just not enough. I wish my K1s could shoot faster. And let's see. Yeah, my Stinger teams are going to be too far away to really do much damage. But no harm in bringing in more. Let's back that up. I'm getting points a little faster than I know what to do with. And I see they have some really good, it's not really ATGMs, but, not ATGMs, wow. Autocannon troops over there. And I don't want to expose my infantry to those. Could get a supply truck up here and help resupply that K1. Keeping those K1s in the game is going to be critical to me holding. Yeah, they're trying to napalm my K1 out of there. Definitely want to get out. So now here comes a pretty serious assault. Let's get that K1 pulled back. Let's get this other MLRS firing on that position. Maybe get these K1s pulled up a little closer so they can start to put some fire on. And I'm hoping that these guys have been free from being fired on for long enough. We can start to resupply and repair the K1. I must have lost my plane because I don't see it anymore. Yikes, I am not paying attention to how many points I have. We are doing a lot of damage with these MLRS. I don't know if it's enough. Let's see, if we pop out, I think we might be able to hit them with some of our cheap anti-tank weapons. We only have 400 points left to hold. Where is my helicopter? Wonder if I can hit any of them. Just hold out, keep my K1 safe. I just want to get these guys in cover. What else do I even have? Let's get this tank moving. I don't want it sitting there in napalm. But now they're down to 139 points. So I think we'll hold with pretty minimal casualties. That's what it looks like, at least. And let's back these tanks up. I don't want to lose one. They're definitely the most valuable units I have, probably through this whole campaign, honestly. 4 points. Knock one more thing out, and that'll be it. Biggest loss here was really the anti-tank plane. That was the only thing that really set us back. One cargo truck, a few troops, the Stinger teams. Those will hurt. Lost one napalm truck and one peace pheasant. Not too bad. The K1s, look at those kill lists. That's insane. That won the battle for us, holding those out. So we held that, routed those pretty effectively. Knocked out a ton of their units. Which one's next? Buchang. So they have a tank battalion, infantry battalion, and artillery. Pretty classic combined arms. Good artillery, T-55 recons, and the Type 63 recons. Type 63 has really light armor. T-55 is heavy enough armor to be a pain. But the infantry are light in the same APCs we've been seeing. These have iglas on them, so we'll have to watch our planes. But other than that, they're, let's see, yeah, it's a Strela team. So I think we might be able to do some work if we had planes, which I thought we did. I thought I did have planes in this area. Oh well. The M36s should be able to stand up to those pretty well. The armor's light, but they can pierce anything they have. And then our tanks are, well, honestly, not any better. Let's see what we can do. So this map is pretty advantageous for us. The challenge is we only have 2 command units. So I'm going to hold Delta and Busan. Just put a few units here to block any weird northern advance they try to do. Same here. With my main forces concentrated in this forest, in this town. Mixture of tanks, anti-tank guns, and some ATGM units. Let's get everyone deployed. I thought about trying to use the Daegu command point because it's closer, but that one's not worth any points. So I think I'm going to stick with the Busan one, since that's what's going to bring us income. Not that we have a ton of troops to call in anyway. All right, here comes the attack. I'm going to swing my M36s up and just try to blunt this main advance here. I don't have artillery or basically anything else I can use to hit them at range. And they're just toasting me with ATGMs right now. And I'm hoping to flank them. and start thinning their numbers before they get too close. Which it looks like we're doing an okay job of doing. They really have to cross this bridge to get to anything. Challenges were pinned in place, and they have artillery. I'm going to send a platoon of tanks down south and try to use that to see if I can flank their artillery. And this guy's out of ammo, so I'm going to pull those back. I am losing some M36s. They're a little vulnerable. But I don't know what else I can really do about it. We're going to back that tow vehicle up, get it refitted, build back up on ammo, and back into the fight. Their infantry are starting to close on us. Man, if I had artillery, we could absolutely wreck these columns right now. But I don't. I'm going to bring up those tank reserves to try to force this push back. But yeah, I could really use some air support or something right now. That would be very helpful. They smoked pretty effectively. And they have some troops in close. I don't know how they're going to do against my troops, which are dug in. But they're smoking well. We got something going north. Did they kill my infantry here? Good thing I have tanks on the way. I think my tanks can handle whatever they're sending this way. Let's get some more tanks to watch this northern route. Yeah, that's a decent push they're sending around the south. Now we're going to start knocking these out. They're down to 700 points, so we're making progress. We're sitting at 395. It'd be nice if we could coordinate to shoot at different units. That would be helpful. And once we get this last one knocked out, I'm going to just keep sending my tanks through. There we go. These guys are just on foot, so we'll keep them suppressed pretty easy, I think. Keep out of range so that they can't hit us with their anti-tank weapons. These guys keep missing. We'll make sure they get hit. Wonder if I'll have enough ammo to finish these guys off. They took out one of my tanks too. That's embarrassing. I wonder if I have anything else. These guys just have main guns, don't even have machine guns on them. Just need to stay out of range. If I can find and kill their artillery, that'll be a decent number of points. Here we go, T-55's coming in. This will be worth some points. Gonna run out of ammo doing this. I'm taking losses here, but it's going to be more important that, that they're taking far more. I need these regiments, I guess, that I'm using to stay combat capable and make sure theirs aren't very useful. I like the way in these campaigns the losses carry over between. I think it forces you to make some interesting decisions. I'm going to back up here because I'm out of ammo. I wonder if I can send anything else to attack these guys. Wonder what we found. Found something with anti-tank missiles. Let's see. Just need to take these out. We're almost even on points now. Lost one of my tanks down here. Wow, that one just ate a shell. Pretty impressive. At this range, you can't miss, right? I think. There we go. Now, once we get these under fire, I would think that should suppress them, get them a little rattled, make them less effective firing at me. But we'll see. They're down to 375. And this guy's just fresh out of ammo. Let's stop these trucks. Get some refills going. And they're down to 3 guys in this squad. And once again, we have run out of anti-infantry ammo. I wonder if we can use the main guns to hit these. Yeah, I'm going to pull this tank out. Did enough damage. Let's kick up the speed a little. Since we're just kind of waiting for another attack that we can use to farm some points. They're going piecemeal at us now. And our tanks, in spite of not being great tanks, are doing a good job holding them off. We've got the numbers. Not hitting this 255, though. There we go. 260. Sitting on a lot of points. I don't know if it's enough to... I don't know if we have enough troops, really, to make a push. I think just looking at how much I want to conserve my forces, it's wisest to just sit tight. Calling some more ATGM vehicles. Just because I have them, and they can hopefully hit some stuff at range. All I have to call in right now is some infantry and a couple more tows. These guys have shot through most of their ammo. That's pretty nice that they've stayed alive long enough to do that. You know, maybe I should consider doing a little bit of a combined arms push here. That might help. Take a bit to get down there. But probably in time before this battle ends, unless they send another big push. This town doesn't look too bad for all that it's been through. There we go. Send a few more units that we're able to destroy, get some points out of it. They have some troops somewhere in here. Don't know where. But I'm going to look for it. I'm hoping by just hopping around between buildings I can find that without exposing my troops too much. I wonder where they could be. It's only 175 points, and I want the victory. I don't want to have a draw. Finding whatever's hiding would be easily get me those points. Yeah, down to 50 seconds. I guess it's not too bad. They took much, much heavier losses, so they're going to have to pull back and reconstitute those units if they want to use them again. That wasn't too successful. Just hoping one of my tanks doesn't die in this last second. Whew, that was close. Both of those shots missed. Let's see. We had a pretty good kill-death ratio there. Killed 1240, lost 300. Again, it's those just tanks sitting back and hitting their armored personnel carriers and IFEs. So I think I'm going to call the episode there for today. We still have this battle in Yeongdeok, where we have... I've got to reassign my planes. I forgot about that part. We can send our fighters. They have some Su-25s and a tank regiment. Chonmahos and Chonmaho 2s are going to be tough to hit, to take out with our... we've got a few K1s, but also the M48s are going to be tough. But we've got some other things with our helicopters with tows that I think will have a good shot. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying this new series, and have a good one.